The Ballad of Yukon Jake by Edward E. Paramore, Jr., begging Robert W. Service's pardon. Oh, the North Country is a hard country that mothers a bloody brood. In its icy arms hold hidden charms for the greedy, the sinful, and lewd. And strong men rust from the gold and the lust that sear the Northland's soul. But the wickedest born from the pole to the horn is the hermit of Sharp-Toothed Shoal. Now Jacob Kane was the hermit's name in the days of his pious youth, ere he cast a smirch on the village church by betraying a girl named Ruth. But now men quake at Yukon Jake, the hermit of Sharp-Toothed Shoal, for that is the name that Jacob Kane is known by from home to the pole. He was just a boy in the parson's joy, ere he fell for the gold and the muck, and he learned to pray with the hogs in the hay on a farm near Keokuk. But a Robert Service tale of illicit dink kale and whiskey and women wild drained the morrow's clean as a soup tureen from this poor but honest child. He longed for the bite of a Yukon night in the northern lights' weird flicker, or a game of stud in the frozen mud, and the taste of raw red liquor. He wanted to mush along in the slush with a team of husky hounds, and to fire his gat at a beaver hat and knock it out of bounds. So he left his home for the Helltown home on Alaska's ice-ribbed shores, where he learned to curse and to drink, and worse, till rum dripped from his pores. While when the boys on a spree were drinking it free in a Malamute saloon, and Dan McGrew and his dangerous crew shot craps with a piebald coon, when the kid on his stool banged away like a fool at a jag-time melody, and the barkeep vowed to the hard-boiled crowd that he'd cremate Sam McGee, then Jacob came, who had taken the name of Yukon Jake the Killer, would rape the dive with his .45 till the atmosphere grew chiller. With a sharp command he'd make 'em stand and deliver their hard-earned dust, with which he'd drink the bar dry of rum and rye, as a Klondike bully must. And without coming to blows, he'd tweak the nose of dangerous Dan McGrew, and becoming bold to throw over his shoulder the lady that's known as Lou. Oh, tough as a steak was Yukon Jake, hard-boiled as the picnic egg. He washed his shirt in the Klondike dirt and drank his rum by the keg. While in fear of their lives, or because of their wives, he was shunned by the best of his pals, an outcast he from the camaraderie of all the wild animals. So I brought him the whole of Sharp-Toothed Shoal, a reef in the Bering Sea, and he lived by himself on a sea lion shelf in lonely iniquity. But miles away in Keokuk, Iowa, did a ruined maiden fight to remove the smirch on the Baptist church by bringing the heathen light, and the elders declared that all would be spared if she carried the holy words from her Keokuk home to the Helltown Nome to save those sinful birds. So 2 weeks later, she took a freighter for the gold-cursed land near the pole. But heaven ain't made for a lass that's betrayed. She was wrecked on Sharp-Toothed Shoal. All hands were tossed in sea and lost, all but the maiden Ruth, who swam to the edge of a sea lion's ledge, where abode the love of her youth. He was out hunting a seal for his evening meal. He handled a mean harpoon. When he saw his feet, not something to eat, but a girl in a frozen swoon, whom he dragged to his lair by her dripping hair and rubbed her knees with gin. To his great surprise, she opened her eyes and revealed his original sin. His 8-month beard grew stiff and weird. He felt like a chestnut burr, and he swore by his gizzard in the Arctic blizzard that he'd do right by her. And the cold sweat froze in the tip of her nose, where it gleamed like a Tekla pearl. And her bright hair fell like flames from hell down the back of the grateful girl. But a hopeless wreck was Yukon Jake, the hermit of Sharp-Toothed Shoal, and a Disney maid she betrayed. He betrayed and wrecked her immortal soul. Then he rowed her ashore with a broken oar and sold her to Dan McGrew for a husky dog and some hot eggnog, as rascals are wont to do. Now ruthless Ruth is a maid uncouth, with scarlet cheeks and lips, and she sings rough songs to drunken throngs that come in from the sealing ships. Why, for a rouge-stained kiss from this infamous miss, they'll give a seal's sleek fur, or perhaps a sable, if they're able. It's much they say to her. But the North Country is a rough country, and mother's a bloody brood, and its icy arms hold hidden charms for the greedy, the sinful, and lewd. And strong men rust from the gold and the lust that sear the Northmen's soul, but the wrecker that's born from the pole to the horn is a hermit with sharp-toothed shoal.